Hey, my name is Jake Nicholson. Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I want to talk about a government assessment which clearly highlights that they know that landlords are going to leave the market if they follow through with this EPC legislation. Now, this contradicts what they're saying because in the media over the weekend, they've been saying that landlords won't quit. Landlords won't impact those costs onto tenants. But that goes totally against what they've got in their own report. So in this video, I want to talk about the impact that the government's already identified with this new EP legislation, the impact that they foresee will hit the market. And let's face it, they're often underestimating the impact of a lot of this stuff. So we'll talk about all of that and much, much more in this video. But before we jump into this, if you're new around here and you haven't done already, do subscribe to the channel over there and hit that bell notification. Join over 50,000 subscribers who get all the latest property news, EPC news, property house price news, interest rate news, and much, much more. And let's get some views on this video as well. Your part in that is simple. All you need to do is smash like, tickle like, do something to that like button. That really helps with the YouTube algorithm, and that really has helped the channel grow. So thanks to everyone that does that. So, what is going on? Well, the government are really pushing this EPC narrative now. It's the next big battle with landlords that we've got. We've got the Renters' Rights Act that's law, and that's starting to go through at the moment. You've got a lot of that becoming active on May the 1st this year. And in surveys, the biggest fear that landlords have now is this EPC stuff. Now, last week, they announced more details on it. And there was some improvements and some things that weren't so great. So, for argument's sake, they were saying that new tenancies would need this new EPC stuff done by 2028. Existing tenancies by 2030. They pushed all of it back to 2030. Last year in November, they started saying landlords would be expected to spend at least £15,000 to improve the property to get it as close to a level C as they could. They cut that down to £10,000 now. But even with all of that, there's some real concerns. Now, what also is happening is how EPCs are calculated is having a big update as well. So you won't get A to G, you'll get various different metrics, and they'll be looking at 4 different things. One of them is actually energy consumption. A lot of you had comments about that when I did that video on Friday saying, well, look, one person said, what if you had a property with students in and they had fixed bills and they just kept the energy on all day, put the heaters on all day, open the windows and were letting all that heat go out because they don't really care about saving money. And if you had an elderly person, they might need to keep that property warmer as well. Whereas if you've got a busy professional, they might not be in there much. So their energy bill would be lower. It doesn't really prove the energy efficiency, and got to agree with you there. Initially, I thought maybe that's good. But reading your comments, I've changed my mind. I think that you're right. It really is difficult to really determine which properties are going to be better. So that's one consideration. So they're changing how they do that. Now, they have got, I'm not going to write this down because it's a ridiculously long name, an assessment that they've done. It's called Improving the Energy Performance of Privately Rented Home Impact Assessment. Really runs off the tongue, that one. So what they've decided in there, which contradicts the stuff that you're going to see in the media this week and we've seen over the last few days, they have said in this assessment 2 things. That landlords will pass on costs. I mean, they've got to. The HMRC gave us some data around about the summer of 2025 where they said the average landlord makes £2,000 profit per property per year. Now you're asking them to spend £10,000. That's 5 years profit gone without the risk of a boiler breaking or some other issue with that property. And so, of course, they're going to pass it on. Now, Labour said themselves they would be fine with landlords passing that on. Now they're saying they're not likely to do it. But this report, their own report, says that they know that landlords will pass it on. It's great games of politics in the media, isn't it? So they say one thing, but the actual report that they've got says something totally different. And they're saying the landlords will pass the costs on. Now, what outcome does that mean? It means higher rents. And so as landlords do this stuff, they're going to put the rents up to the tenant. Now, the Renters' Rights Act does have the ability to challenge rental increases, but landlords will pass it on. Or the other issue that they've got is landlords will quit. Now, do they think that landlords will quit? Because if you look at what's being said in the media this week, they don't believe that they will quit. They think that landlords will just take this and it will be totally fine. There's no real problem here. But this assessment says different. This assessment clearly highlights that they know that landlords are going to quit due to this EPC stuff. And that is a problem because the private rental sector has shrunk. It shrunk last year in 2025 by 208,000 properties. Now that was before, most of it was before the Renters' Rights Act became law. A lot of it was based off the fact that people felt the Renters' Rights Act was going to be bad for them, and so they got out early. Now, since the Renters' Rights Act has become law in November of last year, record numbers of Section 21's no-fault evictions have been placed. Now, that would mean that those people will now be being evicted this month. In January, they've probably gone already or just about to leave those properties. Those properties will now come on for sale and unlikely to go back into the rental sector. So the rental market is going to shrink. That's going to push up rents. If it doesn't push up rents, because yes, you can challenge rents, but these are new listings. New listings, you can charge the rent at whatever level you want. It's only existing tenancies where you have that little bit of difficulty. But new tenancies, you will see rents increase. And so as you see new tenancies come out, that will also trap tenants. We've seen some of that as well. We've already had some data out last year that said lots of tenants would like to move, but their rent is there or thereabouts where they're happy with, and they know that the other parts of the market, leaving that property, that they would be paying significantly more rent. So it's interesting. Maybe you've seen some Sky News stuff. I've seen stuff in lots of newspapers this week, Ken, saying, look, they're saying that the EPC stuff won't increase rents, won't mean landlords leave the market. But their own assessment, the CAPCHI, Improving the Energy Performance of Privately Rented Home Impact Assessment, says landlords will leave, costs will be passed on, and rents will increase. Let me know what you think about this. Now, look, this EPC stuff is a bit of a minefield. I don't think it necessarily means that you've got to leave the market as a landlord. I still think this will get toned down or pushed back yet again. Remember, the Conservatives stopped it pretty much as it was meant to go live just before they left power. So I still think this won't necessarily go through, but you've got to be prepared. So I've made an ebook. Hasn't got the cover on here. These are my notes with the ebook here. But the ebook is in the description and in the first comment. Grab a copy of it now. It's got all the new EPC stuff as it came out over the last week. That's important to understand exactly how it all works and keep your knowledge updated. Make sure before you go that you like the video, do subscribe and check out all the other content as well on the channel, including this video right here.